Who, are you ready, little ones? Tonight's tale begins in the heart of a sunlit jungle. The air was warm, the birds were singing, and a soft breeze danced through the leaves. Lumbo the elephant was out for his usual afternoon walk. He wasn't in a hurry. Oh no, he liked to take his time, smelling the flowers, listening to the trees, and swaying his big ears in the breeze. As he waddled along a new path, one he had never explored, before he suddenly stopped. His eyes grew wide, his trunk froze in midair. There, just ahead of him, stood a tree unlike any other. It wasn't tall like the bamboo trees. It wasn't wide like the fig tree near the river. No, this one sparkled. The tree glowed in the golden sunlight, and hanging from its branches were round, shiny, golden mangoes. They shimmered like tiny suns, each one brighter than the last. Lumbo blinked once, twice. Then he gasped, "Wow, golden mangoes," he whispered. "I've never seen anything like this before." His belly grumbled with excitement, and slowly, step by step, he began walking toward the magical tree. Lumbo took one careful step, then another. His eyes locked on the glowing mangoes. They must taste like honey and sunshine, he whispered, licking his lips. He stretched out his long trunk toward the nearest golden fruit. But just as he was about to pluck it, whoosh, a sudden flutter of wings echoed through the air. Flap, flap, flap. A wise old parrot swooped down from the top of the tree and landed gracefully on a high branch. He looked ancient, feathers a little gray, eyes sharp as a hawk. Lumbo blinked in surprise. The parrot tilted his head and spoke in a calm, deep voice. "These mangoes are not for everyone," he said. Lumbo frowned. "What do you mean?" "Only those who are truly content may take one." The parrot said wisely. Lumbo chuckled. "Content, ha, I want them all." The parrot's eyes narrowed. He gave a small sigh, and said nothing more. He simply flew back to his perch, and watched as Lumbo, full of excitement and pride, ignored the warning, and reached up once more for the golden mango. Lumbo looked up at the golden mangoes. They sparkled like stars. He smiled and stretched his trunk once more. Pluck! The first mango came off easily. A soft golden light shimmered through the leaves. The tree gently hummed. Lumbo giggled. That was easy. He reached for another. Pluck! The second mango came free, but this time the ground trembled. Ar-ar-ar-ar-mem-mem. A few leaves shook loose from the branches above. Birds flew out of the tree, squawking in alarm. Lumbo wobbled a bit, but laughed it off. "Nothing can stop me now." He reached for a third mango. Suddenly, boom, a deep, thunderous voice echoed through the air. "Those who take too much lose everything." The sky darkened. A fierce wind began to blow. Leaves swirled. The light from the tree turned wild and stormy. Lumbo's ears flapped. His eyes grew wide with fear. He stepped back, splash. His foot slipped, and down he went, thud, into the mud, flat on his back. The golden glow faded. The tree was gone. The mangoes vanished. All that remained was one simple, ordinary mango, rolling slowly to Lumbo's side. The jungle was silent. Lumbo lay still in the mud, his big ears drooping, his eyes staring at the empty space where the golden tree once stood. No light, no mangoes, just a gentle breeze whispering through the leaves. He slowly sat up, mud dripping from his back. He looked around, confused. Where did it go? He mumbled. His voice was quiet, almost like a whisper. The tree was gone, completely. The sky had cleared. The birds had returned to their nests. Lumbo rubbed his head with his trunk. Then he noticed something beside him in the grass. A single mango, not golden, not glowing, just a plain yellow mango. Soft, ripe, sweet, smelling. He picked it up slowly, took a small bite. Chomp. His eyes widened. He smiled. "This is the sweetest mango I've ever tasted." He looked up at the empty space again and whispered, "I didn't need more, just this one." Lumbo closed his eyes for a moment and smiled to himself. The next day, the sun rose gently over the jungle. The trees glowed in soft morning light, and the air was filled with birdsong. Lumbo walked along the same path, his muddy footprints from yesterday still fresh in the earth. But this time, he wasn't looking for glowing trees or golden mangoes. He carried something else. In his trunk was the ordinary yellow mango. When he reached the river bank, he saw his friends, a monkey, a deer, and a little rabbit, all chatting happily. Lumbo smiled and walked up to them. "Would you all like to share this mango with me?" he asked. The monkey's eyes lit up. "Ooh, is it golden?" Lumbo chuckled. "No, but it's sweet, sweeter than anything I've ever tasted." They all sat under the shade of a tree. Lumbo carefully split the mango into 4 juicy pieces. They laughed, they ate, they smiled, and in that moment Lumbo felt full, not in his tummy, but in his heart. He finally understood. Happiness isn't in having more. It's in sharing what you have. The jungle wind whispered softly, and somewhere far away, a golden tree shimmered once again.